Hey, what's up, everyone? I am now back from ExileCon, and if you can't tell, I am very tired and jet lagged. I just woke up about an hour ago, and yeah, not to the nicest message ever, but it is a good indicator of something that I wanted to address anyway, so I guess I'll do it. I was going to do it tomorrow when I did a full ExileCon recap, and that'll be the video tomorrow. I'll talk about the whole experience, my thoughts on Path of Exile 2, and all that. But I wanted to address the mobile elephant in the room. If you didn't see it, if you didn't catch it, I did give the Path of Exile mobile demo on Saturday on day one, and it went very poorly. It honestly could not have gone worse, but some good stuff came out of that, and I'll talk about that at the end of the video. But yeah, basically what happened, I'll just, we'll get right into it. Basically what happened is me and Trev, who is the main game director for Path of Exile Mobile, there's a whole staging area, and we were off to the side, ready to go. And we started trying to set it up. We had to set up the capturing and all that. And when they had done the dry run the day before, I wasn't there. They used a plug-in HDMI cable, and the thing ran just fine. When we were standing there getting ready, Trev asked the production person, who is a third party. It was not a GGG employee. It was a third party that was running the the actual hardware and making sure everyone was, on their mark. It felt like a TV production, honestly. Like they had like, the official TV producer things, and they were like, doing countdowns and all that type of stuff, which added a lot to the stress of the whole experience. Basically, she was like, yeah, we don't have an HDMI cable ready, but you can just hook up to the Apple TV remote connection through Wi-Fi, and that'll be fine. And that is where the source of all of the issues came from. As you can imagine, relying on Wi-Fi for a live streaming demo is is probably not the best idea, and that is where all of the issues came from. We had done, just in this little tutorial area, we had hooked it up and we took a look at it, and walking around there was just fine. And actually, if you can't. I don't even think you can tell at the beginning of this demo. Was this timestamp 6:41:14? We're gonna remember this time. Actually, this is the fateful the fateful moment right here. But yeah, if we go to the beginning of the demo, yeah, so here, just for reference, here the performance looks really bad, right? You can already see that it's very stuttery. So you can see that the character walking around already, we're talking like 5 FPS, like very, very stuttery, very bad FPS, all of that, unplayable, right? It did not feel like that for me at this time. Basically, what was my theory of what was happening was, as I was doing the demo, the phone was running ahead, running okay, and the Wi-Fi connection was very degraded, and the phone was basically desynced, and it was operating decently. Like at this time, the performance was playable. It was okay. It didn't feel perfect, but this stuttery, constant, awful, basically, basically on a 1-bar 2G connection. It did not feel like this right here when I was playing. It was actually decent for about the first 5-10 minutes of the demo. I think what happened is the phone kept getting more and more desynced with the Apple TV connection, to the point where it did eventually get very bad on the phone as well. The other thing is the phone did heat up. The phone did get hotter and hotter as it was going on, and I think that also contributed to the performance degradation. So the fateful moment of what happened is, at this time, this is about, was this 6:41? This is 6:37. So this is about 5 minutes later. The game is still playable, but I still remember, hey, it still felt good. Like the first couple times that I fought, it still felt good. I'm just in the tutorial area right now. Like, remember, the performance is constantly degrading. We were in this situation where the performance was fine for me for about the first 5 minutes, and what you saw on the stream was worse than what I felt in the game. And so
apparently the
Trev says
feed
this.
for this is getting a bit stuttery, so we apologise for that, but generally speaking, the game is fine. It's unfortunately just the feed.
Yeah, sorry about that. It feels fine. I can tell you it feels fine in the on the actual phone.
So, saying that, that was true at the time that I said it. So that was about 5 minutes in. The performance degradation hadn't entirely hit the phone yet. The phone was not super hot yet. It was still okay. That was a true statement at the time that I said it. And I have a little footage to show you what it looks like when it's not demoing in a second. I'll show you that. But here, let me zoom forward to what happened a few minutes later. This was at 6:44. This is 3 minutes after I said it. So remember, the first 5 minutes of gameplay, yeah, the very beginning felt really good. It felt solid. It felt as good as it could feel on the phone. But there was this constant slow degradation where the phone started to perform as badly as it looked on stream. And then what happened a few minutes later, then they zoomed in on my hands and they showed it. And you can see that it now looks as bad on in the game as it does on the stream. And yeah, and then I had someone join the Discord just a couple hours ago, sending me a direct message and calling me a liar and a shill and all of that. And yeah, that's just not what happened. The performance did start off totally fine. Then, 5 minutes later, the performance had started getting worse on the phone. It was still playable. And then this is another 3 to 4 minutes after I made that statement. And at this point, yes, the game was very unplayable because I said this at the end of the demo.
Yeah, I do have to say it's a shame about the Apple TV stuttering, because when it's not stuttering, it generally does feel really, really responsive and good.
Well, hopefully we'll see you upstairs.
Yeah, I'm 100% going upstairs right after this, after I get some lunch. All right.
Yeah, same.
So there I was commenting on the fact that the performance did get bad. I said when it's not stuttering, the performance does feel good, but it was stuttering at that point. The performance, at this point was very bad. This was unplayable. This is what it now looked like on the phone as well. It was this bad. Like I said, basically the performance was totally fine on the phone. And, at the beginning of the stream, at the beginning of the demo, it also wasn't super bad. If you look at this now versus the very beginning, this is much worse, right? It was a constant, Wi-Fi connection degradation throughout the course of the demo. And then, yeah, at the end, it was incredibly bad. So yeah, that is what actually happened. I wasn't lying. I definitely could have commented more on how bad the performance of the demo was, but I also didn't want to focus on that because I knew that the game itself actually did run well. And this demo was entirely just because of the Apple TV connection, and I have proof of that. Immediately after the demo, I went upstairs. I asked them for permission to record a little bit just to show what the actual performance of the game was. And yeah, this is what it looks like.
Mobile.
So as you can see,
live demo.
absolutely no stuttering whatsoever. This is what the game actually operates like. The game actually lets you walk around. Unfortunately, when I'm holding my phone and recording, I can't like dodge roll and attack and stuff. But yeah, you can see that, yeah, no stuttering or anything. Performance is okay. And that's actually the way the game works and what happened. So yeah, absolutely sucks. I understand how people got the impression that maybe I was trying to, shill or whatever, but I wasn't. I mean, what happened, it was literally a confluence of awful events. The demo was awful. It was really, really bad. But something really good did come out of it. And I'm just going to give you guys a quick little preview picture here real quick that I was able to talk to Neon, aka Mark, and Chris Wilson the day after, and we had a really good conversation, and I think you guys are going to be interested in hearing what we talked about, and that will be coming very soon. They felt really bad about how the mobile interview went and all that, so they sat down with me and we had a good conversation, and I think you guys are really going to like. I just fully nerded out, and the conversation was also for me and not as much for other people, so if you're interested in the type of stuff that I'm interested in, I think you're really, really going to like it. So yeah, this is not the video that I wanted to make when I got back immediately from ExileCon. I mean, this is not the demo that I wanted to give, but honestly, trust me, some good stuff came out of it. I actually think it'll be good in the end. But yeah, I just wanted to explain my side of things. It really, really sucked. I felt awful the rest of the day. I had a number of people coming to me and saying, hey man, that really sucks. But yeah, the rest of ExileCon went awesome. The video tomorrow is going to be, 99% very positive and awesome, and just talking about my experience there. I'm so happy that I went there, and it was great, despite that this happened. So yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Get subscribed if you want to see, some real juicy stuff coming up soon. I am legitimately very excited for PoE 2. Don't worry, your PoE 1 is still going to be there, and especially after talking to Chris and Mark in a lot of detail about their approach to Path of Exile 2, I have a lot of confidence that it's going to be a game that I like a lot. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.